Hill figure. This is the Star Report. Thursday evening, I'm your host, Troy Terrain, PKA Star. Okay, tonight's topic, San Francisco considers reparations proposal to give $5 million per black person. Eligible black people, to be precise. This is only a proposal, and people are upset for the most part. Why? Why? An injustice has been committed upon a certain culture, group of people. No one can say that it hasn't. So something needs to be done. I want us to have a rational conversation, as I know we can. I know my audience. You guys are better educated than I. You're younger than me, but you're better educated. I'm older, wiser. I'm knowledgeable. I'm a reader. I've traveled abroad. But I give you the last word, and I want you to be heard on this particular topic. If you're new to the show, I always give my audience the last word, okay? This is the objective perspective in case, again, you don't know and you're new to the show. Please watch your language when you call in tonight, or else I'm going to have to get you off the line. Let me say that again. Please watch your language when you call in, or I'm going to have to get you off the line. I want us to focus on this. We've had similar conversations in the past. I see multiple YouTube platforms and other platforms as well, news platforms, really going against this idea and black people. Let's not do that tonight. Let's not do that. That's too easy to tear down black people. Every group on the planet needs to look down on a certain group of people to make themselves feel better and appear to be better. Okay? I'm going to have some guests calling in tonight, a sponsor somewhere around the 10 p.m. Area. And again, I want us to comb this through. San Francisco, they are considering a reparations proposal. $5 million per person. Now, let me just say this early, and then I want you guys to chime in. Generational wealth, in my opinion, and many economists have already pointed to the reason and the reality why the scales are unbalanced here in this beautiful land of ours, America. I'm a proud American, like many of you as well, but we have a situation, a reality, and that is generational wealth. Certain groups got a head start, and until other groups are, on a equal playing field, they will never be at the same level. Now, some of you, you have an argument, and I want to hear your argument out. Certain cultures, no matter what you give them, they're just not good at business. Let me say that again. Certain cultures and or groups, no matter what or how much you give them, they're just not good at business. Certain groups cannot dance. Certain groups are not the best cooks. Certain groups are more mystified than others. There's so many differences in, humans, So there's different arguments that people, do put on the table. I've got some notes here, and I want to open up the floodgates and let you guys chime in, but I want us to have a rational approach to this with some solutions. I'm not too keen on the idea of just giving out money. I'll be very honest with you. I've said this over the past decades. I've been doing media for a lot of years, radio. I wanted to see, if anything, more institutions, colleges, things that people can be a part of that will prepare them for the future. I don't think, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, say, Star, you're wrong. No, people need to be broken off. People need to get, payments for 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, a lifetime. I want to hear you out. Now, I'm not going to point at any particular groups just yet. I want you to do that because there's another argument that people will say, well, Nobody's alive today that was a slave back in the, once upon a time. Well, there are certain groups here in America who weren't alive when an injustice was done to their ancestors, but they are compensated. They are compensated. Certain rules and parameters are put into place, treaties, if you will, so that their offspring can be of a better mindset. Regardless of what happened to their ancestors, their offspring are prepared for the road ahead. I'll just say that, okay? All right, also, my showrunner, teen with autism, dragged off New York City train. That video has gone viral. I forget the date that happened, pardon me. But it's all over the place. And I don't know the culture of the young man who was jumped, beaten, and other than him being, or having some form of disability, let me just say that, or autistic, I don't know his background, his culture. I myself lived in Washington Heights for many, many years. That's uptown Manhattan. I went to George Washington High School, class of 82. So I know, for the most part, the groups and the cultures in those areas. Was that young man who was jumped, was he part of that culture? Because they're trying to say, well, he was black and they were Hispanic. I don't know the particulars, but you guys can chime in on that as well, all right? Okay, hold on a second. Deeds, are you out there? Are we okay with spelling and everything? Deeds is holding me down as usual. Okay. And I am, let me see, pardon me, I'm sorry. Let me just check my emails because I'm waiting for the sponsors to call in. They may chime in early to promote their platform as well, okay? Okay, Deeds sent me an email. Thank you, Deeds. Okay, that's what I found. And I see Crown early. Okay, Crown, you want to tap in? Let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it. San Francisco proposing a reparations package of sorts. Crown, thank you for your donation. Where do you want to start? Yeah. Crown.
Yes, indeed. Crown from D.C. If you hate and hate hard, live chat, what it do?
Yes, sir.
So we're finally, as foundational Black Americans, getting to the numbers. There's been a lot of talk over the years, and we're pushing the real grassroots movement is pushing things forward. This is progress. We're talking about numbers, like I said, but it needs to be lineage-based, and we have to pay attention to the words in detail. It can't just be minority or people of color and all of, no, we have to make sure everything is crisp so we don't have to come back
right.
A couple years from now trying to redo everything. So all these other groups, as we already know, you have these, the Mexicans just was granted $6.5 million in lost wages to migrant workers. Like, nobody complains when the Ukrainians and the immigrants and all these other groups get. So mind y'all business, who are out there talking, and let us do what we need to do. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So San Francisco could be the first, I've got multiple sources here in case I didn't reference my source, could be the first major U.S. city to fund reparations. California has been making advances, progress, if you will, over the last year and a half, based upon my research. And you're right, this needs to be specified with regards to, foundational Black Americans, ADOS, American descendants of slavery, not necessarily people from other countries that come here that, assimilate to being Black because, over the decades, centuries, if you will, so many people have wanted to separate from African Americans or indigenous Black people, and they didn't want to be labeled as Black. No, me no Black, right? Didn't want to be considered Black.
Yes.
So I'm sure now everybody wants to be Black if this goes through. What do you think about how money, funds should be distributed? I'm not sure. I'm not saying people shouldn't get money. I'm just concerned that, if you're not used to something, and I'm not broad stroking, but I am talking about people who are not used to having money. If you give them money, would they know what to do with it? What do you think? How do you feel about where, if anything, funds should be allocated?
Well, I think that when we do get our money, it's our money to do with it whatever we choose.
Okay.
Now, of course, the dominant society and some of us, our conscience will say, well, shit, most of us will just give it back to.
Crown, you got to watch the language. Got to watch the language.
I apologize.
Please.
I apologize.
Go ahead.
There are a few people who will say we'll just give it back to the dominant society, which some of us will, but we are of 2023, 2024. There are a lot of us who aren't and will build businesses and do things that we're supposed to do to elevate our families.
Right.
But all in all, once we get our money back, our land back, our inventions and things and everything else that was our resources, everything else that have been allocated to these immigrants and white supremacists, we'll be fine. We'll have a steady stream of income to do with whatever we so choose, because it's ours and it is owed. Simple and plain. If you want to do drugs or do whatever, you have enough money to do whatever you want to. You're grown, you're adult, do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But me over here, I'm a donate to the Star Report, so I get up on here, and I'm going to take care of my family, and we're going to get this in. So simple and plain. You do what you want to do with yours, but as long as you got yours, because that is what is owed to you and us, foundational Black Americans specifically.
Great answer, Crown. Thank you. Thank you for your call.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I like what he just said. You know, I'll do whatever I want to do with it. Troll babies, are you there? You have to stop that, white maternal hand, Well, what are you going to do with it? Come on. That whole condescending, cynical arrogance. But I am concerned. I'm not going to lie to you. I am concerned as, a person who is viewed as a black man. No matter if I say, hey, I don't support tribalism, I'm color neutral, I know how I'm greeted on a daily basis. That I do know. John Blaze got your donation. John Blaze says, niggas deserve reparations in the form of a whip. Okay. Are you serious, John Blaze? I'll always let you call in. Okay, thank you for your donation. Mike says, Star, they fumbled the PPP bag. They can't manage. You're broad stroking, you're marginalizing. That was people who, were greedy, who used greed. They used greed to take that money and do with whatever they did with it. I can only assume that they were, eating high up on the hog, and endless crab boils and shopping sprees, but thank you for your donation, okay? Hold on a second, guys. Okay, hold on a second. This is Maurizio got your donation. I'm emailing you to let you know that. Okay. Call in when you guys are ready. I'm ready to have you on board. Let's get right to it. Area code 415, good evening. We're talking about San Francisco proposing a reparations bill. 415, you there?
John Blaze on his check-in.
Good to hear from you, man.
I'm just bullshitting.
Come on.
Well, we're going to keep the language.
Got to watch the language.
We're going to keep the language, right?
Please, go ahead.
I would just BSing you,
Come on.
in terms of just go ahead and just supporting the machine.
Okay, thank you, man.
Okay.
Thank you. But what about the reality of how funds would be allocated? I more so want to hear about solutions as opposed to, people just kicking dirt on black people. That's so predictable, and the progress is being made. So what do you think by way of solutions, if anything, could be done?
I don't think there is no solution in terms of the condition of the black family and the condition of black people in America per se. We're talking about a condition. What is the condition for black people in a country called America? There's no particular foundation that they have in terms of a cultural foundation. They're so built onto entertainment. There's no cultural foundation in terms of the family and how you go ahead and understand economics, math, and science, how to communicate effectively, how to respect your mother and father. That does not exist in the American black family. What does exist in the American black family is the prevalence of entertainment and how they're going to entertain those who used to be your slave master. You niggas want to go ahead and continue to go ahead and think there is a resolve, but the only resolve is the big reset. When you look at what is your future is in terms of what is in the hands of the white folks who hold the power, and that's called nuclear proliferation.
Okay.
Those who are in power right now don't give a goddamn about the condition of the black family. That's why they're going to continue to give you welfare and the EDD welfare card to keep you feeding right now in terms of your refrigerator. But soon as Ukraine and Russia fall out, as soon as North Korea sends that nuclear bomb to South Korea, your whole lifestyle, your whole existence in terms of your Instagram and YouTube and all that you have, and to walk outside and go to get a blunt and smoke is over. Then your whole lifestyle is how I'm going to go ahead and eat. And then your whole lifestyle is going to be bent on what goes on in the white world, not your black existence in America, because the black man in Africa is going to continue, because that's where all the resources to which they get is rubber, plutonium, oil. Those are resources that are built on the global society right now. So the nigga in America, you can kiss your black ass goodbye, because it's going to be the big reset.
Okay, hang on. John Blaze, stay right there. And how is your YouTube channel so that I can send people in your direction? You still posting content?
I got content, man, and I only want the feedback from them troll babies, because they only encourage me with the information that I've gathered right now.
Gotcha.
So what I have, and I will send this week in terms of what I'm talking about right now, is the idea to move it forward in terms of your existence as a black nigga in America, to which it doesn't.
I hear you loud and clear. And you're more so in favor of a reset, as you said, the great reset, as opposed to putting a Band-Aid on a bleeding wound, yes?
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to finish up. Take your time. There's no rush. Anything else you want to put on the table? I mean, I'm kind of, just bouncing this around tonight, but I'm open for discussion as well.
Well, I'll end it on this. A lot of you Negroes who call into the show want to talk about the idea of FBA and the certain lineage that you belong to in terms of what's going on with how you're going to get and contribute to getting yourself reparations. The reparations is actually not going to resolve anything in your individual black lives, because right now we had two banks that failed in Silicon Valley that is going to tell you the health of your individual economy right now. So there was a thing called the Great Depression. There was a thing that was called, to which our economy that failed back in 2008 when the subprime banks failed, such as Wells Fargo, during the W. Bush, the greatest president of all times, that went ahead and got us to putting our footprint in the Middle East. But I don't want to hold up too much of your time. But like I said, big nigga, like I said, as a supporter of this show, as my tenure of 7 years, you niggas will face the great reset.
Okay.
My nigga, I'm out.
Thank you, John Blaze. Thank you, man. Okay. John Blaze always brings great perspective. Okay. Francois, did I say your name right? Thank you for your support. Folks, at the top of the live chat is the PayPal information, and on the screen is the Cash App if you want to contribute to the show, okay? Just notice, got your donation via PayPal. Hang on a second. Star, every corporation in America and the Vatican should pay a royalty check to every FBA. They destroyed black Wall Streets and got richer off of free labor. I agree. I so agree, okay? I think the question is how, how should the injustice be corrected? I hate niggas sends in a dope donation. Reparations, ? Niggas better slow their roll. They're going to be selling out, Amari, Balenciaga, and the Weed Man. Hashtag niggas lazy. Hashtag you better get how you live. Okay, thank you for your donation. Okay. It's late night, so there is going to be a certain amount of trolling Most certainly, okay. Guys, also on the screen, the story coming out of New York, the teen that was pummeled, beaten. The video footage has been circulating. Have they made any progress? I think they arrested someone. There's video footage. Let me say what is disturbing to me, though. I saw adults doing this, filming. Troll babies, did anybody see adults filming? Were the adults, on the subway station, in case you don't know and you're not up to speed on the story, were the adults filming to get the evidence and not risking, getting their, faces punched in, thrown on the train tracks? Maybe that's what they said. Hey, I can't fight with these kids. Let me just film this, get the evidence. That could be, a good approach. Okay. Oh, and I think this is my sponsor. Hang on a second. Area code 201. Good evening. Is this the Beautifully Toxic Show host? Tap it in.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, Star. Good evening.
Hey. Who do we have on the line here whilst I get your showrunner together here? Who am I speaking to?
Yeah. This is Jace, and we also have Feast on the line.
How are you, ladies?
Hello, Star.
Hey. Nice to have you aboard. Beautifully Toxic Show on YouTube. Tell us about your platform before we get into the topic of reparations. Why do you call it Beautifully Toxic?
Oh, man. Well, Beautifully Toxic was, we have a partner by the name of Mystery Executive, and we just were all having a business meeting one night.
Okay.
And he was just like, dude, the stuff that you guys are talking about, he was like, it's just toxic, but it's beautifully toxic. And he was like, yo, we all was like, huh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at your page right now, and you guys, you put in some great work.
Thank you.
Topics in terms of your approach. Are you? What is your approach? I don't want to assume. What is your approach to these topics? You guys are on for over an hour for the most part. So you do talk. Do you take calls? What is it you do, and what is it you want people to come over and experience?
Well, we are not taking calls as of yet. We are still fairly new. We just started June of last year.
Okay.
And it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. And we just, always we believe in once you get and kind of like a notation to move forward with something.
Okay.
That's what you do.
Okay.
You don't have everything set up perfectly, just jump in, which we did.
Right.
But our platform is basically, we talk about a grab bag style of topics. We see what is on the mouths of people, what are social events going on. We talk about things from a little bit of pop culture to what's trending. But our main focus is basically just exalting and putting the black man up on the pedestal, and just men in general, because a lot of men are demonized. A lot of men are looked at as, oh, you're wrong. A lot of things that, and, we love our ladies. We are ladies ourselves, of course, as well. But a lot of times it's a lot of double standard with how men are treated as opposed to women. And we just want to show the men that you guys have supporters. You guys have women who really, truly love, respect.
I think that needs to be a little bit more in the open, because just assuming, one may not assume that you ladies are in support of, the black man's struggle, to be precise. Okay, let's come back to your show in a minute. Again, let's take our time. There's no rush. My main topic tonight, the San Francisco proposal of reparations for eligible black people. I don't want to assume. I see two melanated females. Are you guys ADOS, FBA, Hispanic? Who are you, and how do you feel about the San Francisco proposal?
Well, I'm a mixed woman. Mother's black, father's white.
Okay.
So I've never fallen into the trap of just saying I am a black woman, because I am not just black, I'm black and. I would be discrediting my father if I said so. I'm mixed.
Gotcha.
But I definitely, I'm with both sides. So what I think about the $5 million lump sum and elimination of personal debt, tax burdens, and blah, 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 I think I need to move to San Francisco. Girl, like yesterday. Yeah. But I'm not. But seriously though, I'm not a fan of giving people free money, niggas included.
So a slight. Okay, who am I speaking to? Is that Jace? Who am I speaking to right now?
Yes, this is Jace.
Jace. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
is it Feast? The other name?
Yes, feast.
Feast. Okay, Feast. Jump in there. What is your racial makeup, and how do you feel about reparations being allocated possibly to eligible black people?
I am a black woman, and run us our money. Run us our money. Right?
Okay.
$5 mil per black resident, though.
That's the
Is that what I read?
proposal for
Yeah.
San Francisco. Yeah.
That's a lot of money, and I need it. So, yeah, I'm on my way to California. I'm moving with somebody. Somebody gonna get that money. But
Okay.
I mean, you know, America was we built America. So why not?
Okay. I don't.
It's owed. We're due.
Okay. I don't want to assume, and I don't want to just assume that you're women of a certain age. Can you give us a roundabout age that you ladies are, and who, give us some? Are you married? Do you have kids? Who are we talking to? Beautifully toxic show. Women of knowledge, wisdom, young girls on the come up. Who are we talking to? Let's get specific here.
Well,
Okay. You want to go first?
yeah.
All right.
This is Feast again,
Okay.
and I am 46. I say it on the show all the time.
Okay.
I'm 46 years old. I
Okay.
have 3 kids, a divorcee, a teacher.
Nice.
I recently just got a certificate from University of Maryland for teacher leadership.
Nice.
But I also recently quit teaching. I left after 21 years of teaching. After this pandemic, I just couldn't do it anymore.
Okay, but you're still in
It's
support.
not worth it.
But you're still in support of black men. Salute to you, Jace.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, Jace, tell us about yourself, background, age, if you will.
Okay. Originally from New Jersey, Patterson.
Okay.
Now residing in Maryland.
P-town.
Yeah. I am 49.
Okay.
I have 2 children, and I have been married for the past 8 years, but have known my husband since 94, 95.
Okay.
And so not a young spring chicken, definitely.
That's okay, but somebody put a ring on it. Somebody put a ring on it. Goddamn.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
So, I gave you guys a heads up earlier with regards to the topic. So I want to hear what women of your age, your caliber, think about how this money could be allocated. I mean, do you think that it would be more beneficial to the eligible black people to get institutions, banks, to give these black people a state within the United States of America, or just give them the money? Let's start with you, Jace. What do you think?
Oh man. Well, first, I think that so I did a couple of, I looked into the topic a little bit.
Okay.
And when I looked, I like statistics at times. And there's about an estimated, in San Francisco, there's an estimated 44,930 African-American population in San Francisco.
Okay.
So to do the 5 million lump sum for eligible, then again, how would you determine who's eligible? You know what I mean?
Right.
But let's just say that the whole estimated group was eligible. That's like 224 billion. And I really don't think that they, air quotation, exclamation mark, is going to allow those many niggas to walk away with 224 billion. Like, that's just not going to happen.
What?
So the plan is just very crazy to me in a lot of ways. Financially crazy, but also too, what if they were, let's just say they were to pass the bill in San Francisco?
Mm-hmm.
Then what happens when other cities and states want the same thing? So this could get messy if not. I feel if it's not done correctly, it could get very messy, especially if it passes in San Francisco and then everybody's like, oh, wait a motherfucking minute. I want my motherfucking $5 million.
Jace, I need you to watch the language. We're doing good, but just watch the language, okay?
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Feast, let's go to you. What if this does come down, how and why should this money be allocated to the right parties? Feast?
Yeah, well, that's an excellent question. Thinking about the eligibility, like, are they going to give an age range? Because, like, if those that are eligible are about to die, then where's the money going to go? I think they should, if you have grandparents that are on their deathbed, go ahead and possibly give them money so that their grandchildren, somebody can go to college. So set it aside for college or what have you. Get some stocks and bonds.
Well, listen. I mean, it's complex. The answer. It's not a quick fix answer. But you ladies are,
a lot of money.
Your mothers. You're not in your teens or your 20s. So this, in my opinion, is a pivotal question. What gets done with the money? Because I do feel that at some point, one of these states is going to pull the trigger. Generational wealth, in my opinion, that's what separates different groups in America. And I don't mean to beat up on Puerto Ricans, but I mean, how much money has been pumped into Puerto Rico? How much more money is going to
good question.
How much more money is going to continue being pumped into Puerto Rico? People always have an issue with black people on welfare. Yeah. Puerto Rico's a welfare goddamn state. But listen, I want you guys to finish up, promote your platform. The showrunner there, it says YouTube Beautifully Toxic Show. When are you guys posting your next video? And do you go live or you just post videos?
Right now, we're just posting videos. We are going to work up to live, but right now, it's just a video.
Okay. So when's the next one coming down the pipe?
And we are dropping,
our next video is it's uploading right now, and then it just takes forever. So it will drop sometime tonight.
Nice. Okay. And in my community section is a direct link to Beautifully Toxic Show. And who was that? That was Feast. That was you talking. Jace, do you want to finish up? If I have that right?
Yeah, sure. We appreciate you letting us come on. We enjoy the show. And we feel, that anybody that wants to stop by and drop in and take a listen will enjoy themselves.
Okay. And we're going to have another episode next week where I want you guys to chime in. Maybe we'll get a little bit more ratchet, all right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for calling in. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Okay, bye now.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All righty. All right, bye-bye.
Beautifully Toxic Show on YouTube, all right? Guys, sit tight on the phone lines. I see you. We're having a good discussion here. And let me also do some promotion here of 845 INC Network on YouTube, okay? 845 INC Network on YouTube. Check them out. Who's texting me? Hold on a second. Okay, thank you, Deeds. Okay. Quick question, guys. Quick question. I'm going very, very left here. Is Adrian Broner washed? Troll babies, what's going on with AB about billions? That was his moniker. Yes. Someone sent me something with him and Don King. I can't even say it. Don King came on the Star and Buckwild show. We had a great conversation. I like Don King. I respect his gangster. But there are some people who, feel, I'm not going to go into what people feel about Don King. Adrian Broner is sitting with Don King at a table, and there's stacks of cash on the table. Anybody want to chime in? Just go left. We can address the reparations, but is Adrian Broner washed? Is he toward the end? I saw him doing a little workout on World Star. Looks a little pudgy. He looked winded. You know, beating the bag. He just, I don't know, man. Maybe he's just now getting back in shape. I don't know. Area code 248, good evening. We're talking about the San Francisco reparations proposal. Are you up to speed? 248. Yes, no, maybe? Okay, I got to keep it.
What up, though, Star?
Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Yo, this Michigan Squash Company, Malakata Mosai,
Hey,
man.
man.
It's been a minute.
Good to hear from you. How you been?
Man, been ups and downs, man, you know, dealing with it. But, you know, nice to always tune in, man.
Thank
Catch
you.
a little light for my day.
Thank you, man. Where do you want to start? Reparations, San Francisco.
Yeah, man, start with that, man. I mean, you know, reparations are long overdue. But I, as well as you, know you got to fight for them. You get what you bargain for.
Okay.
You know, make it count. Who knows what's going on out there in San Francisco, man, with all these little local governments, man. I can't sit there and wait for none of that, even though I'm a white cat, you know, with knowledge of self.
Okay.
But yeah, I think cats should stand up and you know, bargain for what they got coming. You know, you can bargain in the streets, you can bargain politically and bargain financially, but you got to keep that argument up and coming. You know, I'm not a proponent for Tariq Nasheed just because.
Well, this is not about him per se. This is not about him. This is about,
No,
you know, lineage.
Let me
Go ahead.
let me throw my point out there.
Go ahead.
When I was 13 or 14, had women all over me, and my homies was reading The Art of Mackin'.
Okay.
I was like, man, put that little book down. Get out here in them streets and make it happen.
Okay. Okay.
So that's my point, man. So as far as all the reparations go, ain't nothing free out here. You know, cats is out here in these streets fighting and dying and hustling daily to get theirs.
Right.
If you think it's going to come any easier than that, and I'm going to say this too, with knowledge of self and everything that I know, I'm a proponent of the 10-point program.
Okay.
Or the BPP party.
Right.
I do not subscribe to no socialism or communism. I do love capitalism. We've got some marks to make along that road. But my whole point is this: you got to fight and you got to earn it. And there is equity in this country for the black man.
Absolutely.
You got to step up and take that shit.
Okay. You're doing good.
my
Just
language.
watch the language. You're doing good. We're doing good, man. Hey, man, good to hear good to hear from you. And for those who don't know, just for clarification, you are a Caucasian, yes, and you support reparations for black people.
I do not claim Caucasian.
Okay.
Because that means the caucus of an Asian.
Right.
And I'm still alive, and I'm here, and you know where my people are from.
Well, phenotypically Caucasian.
Yeah. But I'm saying this, you know, I can't use words that I was grown up to use,
Understood.
such as the N-word, which is a term of endearment.
Right.
So I don't use that, and I don't use Caucasian. I'm a human being, man.
Okay.
And I'm out here, you know, gelling like everyone else. But I'm just saying, man.
Understood.
Let's get it. Let's have this love.
Okay.
Let's make this money.
Okay.
And let's represent where we're from and show that this country can be great.
Okay.
But we got to stand up and fight for it.
Good to hear from you, man. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Star.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Salute. Peace. Okay. Okay, folks, please watch the language. We're doing good. It's late night. I'm keeping I'm focused myself. I got a little wine here, but I'm going easy. What am I drinking? Okay, I don't even know what the hell this is. Just something I picked up at public supermarket. Oh, let me throw something out here. Anybody follow me in the live chat on Instagram? Did you see the post I put up today? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, did a couple of people hit me with some DMs. I've got release papers signed. I've got exclusives. Anybody follow me on Instagram? I picked up 177 mini DV tapes today that I had digitized onto an external hard drive. the Star and Buckwald show from Hot 97. The year 2000 and the year 2001 and some of 2002. I still have to get 2003 digitized. So I picked up, again, 177 tapes today, and I'm dropping off 200 more next week. That's just Hot 97. And for those who don't know, I filmed everything. Back in the days, me and myself and Video Master from Southside Jamaica, Queens. Anybody follow me on Instagram? Oh, we've got everything. The real story will be told. And I'm going to be posting some of that stuff in, what do you call those, YouTube shorts? Yeah, just give me a month or two. But if you follow me on Instagram, you saw me at the digitizing place with a whole big-ass tray of those small Sony tapes, all right? Let's go to area code, hang on a second, 443. Good evening, 443, talking about the San Francisco proposal reparations. Are you up to speed? 443.
Star.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Can
Good
you
evening.
hear me? My man.
Good evening.
Well, I ain't your man, as bases used to call it. Long time listener, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Whole time reparations, right? I'm from DMV area,
Okay.
right? So I see all the signs pop up that say, hey, your dog can't poop here on our lawn. That's what let all us know where we can go in our neighborhood. This is D.C.
Mm-hmm.
This is the nation's capital of everything, right? You know where your skin color tell you to go, where your dog can poop at.
Come on, talk about it.
Okay. So let me tell you this: if your dog don't eat a certain color, if the little farmer's market, you ain't going there on Saturday. You ain't putting that right there. What that mean to you? It don't mean nothing. Go-go music can't play here. This is the home of go-go music. This is the home of bounce. Okay, I hear you talk about Atlanta. I hear you talk about the little Freaknik. Nah, we got Freaknik every day out here when we young. Okay, every day while we young, we partying. The girls that you ain't never think turn up and all. Yeah, that's every day right here. Okay, so I don't know what y'all think it is, but reparations.
All right, now hang on a second. It sounds like you're grooving. I don't mind you calling in. You do spend.
I'm 30. I'm sorry.
You do spend Skrilla. Just hang on a second. You guys have your own issue to consider out there. I didn't do the research, but the new crime bill, is that going through in D.C.? That's going to change things out there for you guys. Yeah, are you up to speed?
Crime bill.
The D.C. crime bill. No.
In PG County?
Well, if you're not speed, don't worry about it. I just, I heard about it recently, but I didn't do the research. I assumed you may have because you're from D.C. You said yes?
No, I want you to understand one thing.
Go ahead.
I am, excuse me, maybe I misspoke.
Okay.
I've lived in D.C. for a long time, and I've also lived in Maryland for most of my life. PG County for all of my life, for the majority, okay? Now, I want you to understand something. That barrier, there is no barrier. You see, the nation's capital is the same as Maryland, it's the same as Virginia, and the people outside of here, I don't think y'all...
Give me a second, folks. That's that powder. Give me a second. Okay, you were saying?
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay.
Reparations. Reparations for who? Reparations, FBA, and
no, for Asians. Listen, man. Hey, good to hear from you. I got to shift gears, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
Keep me up to speed on that D.C. crime bill, all right?
Got you.
So,
all right, I'll email you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I hear the Bobby Brown jaw. I've been there, Troll babies, anybody catch it? Holy smokes. Let me go to Cash App, guys. Late night. Okay. Okay. Hey, Felicia, got your donation. Cut the mother effing check. Period. Okay. Don't worry about how we spend our money. Just cut the check. Black Sean Parker got your donation. Okay. Supporting the Beautifully Toxic show. Thank you, Black Sean. Okay. Mike, got your donation. Why doesn't FBA ever ask for Africa to pay up too? There have been discussions about that over the decades. I myself, a couple of years back, we were doing a couple of shows about Africa should pay reparations. Many people have said that. I've never been to Africa. I don't know. I don't think I have a desire to go, to be honest with you. I mean, I've considered it over the years, but Africa is a continent, as you know, I'm sure, and I think that would be a even harder struggle than getting America to pay reparations. But thank you for your donation. Okay, who's this? Is that Luke Haney? Moving to San Francisco and marrying an FBA female. Okay, if you are Luke Haney, I'm not sure if you are. Jamal, got your donation. Did you see my email about Ras Baraka being... No. Wait a minute, are you talking about the... in Newark, New Jersey? I did get that. I got that earlier. Yeah, I didn't read up on it. It's not a trending story, but I got it. Thank you. Do you want to call in, bring us up to speed? Let's go to area code 614. 614, you there? Good evening. Talking about San Francisco.
What's up with your star?
Yes, sir. How are you?
All right. Charles Eves on the check.
Hey,
my man.
What's up, man? Good to hear from you.
All right. I'm doing pretty good. Just wanted to chime in a little bit about this reparations talk, man. I've been hearing a lot of bozos get online, get on the phone and saying, talking about handouts and free money, and it ain't free money. It's a debt that's owed. Let's be clear with that.
Yeah. Right.
It is a debt that's owed for slavery. It's not about racism. It's about slavery. A lot of people, they just regurgitating talking points from the dominant society.
Right.
This is a debt that's owed. It's no free money. It's no free money at all. It's about the compensation for slavery.
Okay.
For foundational Black America.
Now, what about those who would say, hang on a second, objectively speaking, what about those who would say, well, nobody was around, during that time who's alive now? I've already said this is about generational wealth. What say you?
I would say that we're still feeling the wrath from that with, Jim Crow and as far as the judicial system, redlining and stuff like that. So, yes, sir. So it didn't just start with slavery.
Right.
It continued on, but it kind of changed its face. So, and far as Africa, like our people ain't been in Africa for centuries and centuries, but we want to deal with what the government did to foundational Black Americans here in America on Americans' land. So, but now,
hang on a second. Stay with me because you are a content creator and you go hard in the paint. I respect that. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad spoke about America giving the black man or black people a state within the United States of America. I think that would be a great thing. A state within the United States of America where black people could cultivate their own land, have their own government, government, so to speak, police, even FBI, if you will. What do you think about that? An entire state, Arkansas, Kansas. What do you think?
I think that's fabulous. Also, I think the programs is fabulous. Any programs they want to kind of throw in the hat. But first and foremost, cut that check.
Cut the check first.
cut that check. And like I said, Star,
before we die.
some people
Let me get
going
that
to
check before I
off the
die.
money.
Go ahead.
But then again, it's going to be a lot of people who going to do the right thing with the money.
Right.
So, niggas going to buy designers and
Right.
blunt wrap.
Gucci slides.
Blunt ashes everywhere. Of course it's going
Brand new presidentials.
to do that. Anyway. On the other hand, it's also going to be those black people who do the right thing with that money.
Right.
So,
All right. Hey, man, good to hear from you, man.
But niggas do the fraudulent. They do the fraudulent thing with their hard working money anyway.
Yeah. Hey, man, good to hear from you. Salute.
Yes.
Good to hear from you, Charles.
Thank you so much, man.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a good night.
Salute. Okay.
All right.
Charles Ease, he goes hard in the paint on social media. Okay. Oh man, I 336. I cut you off by mistake. If you want to call back, 336 561 sit-down. I'll be right there. 561. Guys on the screen, www.blackbodyworks.com. One of my sponsors. I say again, www.blackbodyworks.com. Okay. And who else am I looking for? See if I can get them lined up. Hey, Felicia, I got your other donation. Conditioning and diet seems to be AB's issues, as well as he's not a power puncher. Plus, he spent too much time trying to emulate Money May's out of ring activities instead of his work ethic. I agree. Well, what's the guy's name who caught him with the left, cleaned his clock, and it was just all downhill from there? Exotic, F7 Savannah, got your donation. Natives get paid 2 times a month for their struggle. 1,200 of land stolen. Deaths, why not those who have died, were brought, stolen, okay, raped, hugged from trees, okay. Thank you for your donation, Exotic, F7 Savannah. Crook from DeBrook, 5 million barely scratches the interest due. As a minority owner with a majority stake. You're right. You're absolutely right. Hold on a second. Christopher, are you tapping in? Okay, 904, you're up next. Sit tight. Let me bring in area code 561 first. Good evening, 561. Are you there? Reparations, San Francisco. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me clear?
Loud and clear. Thank you for holding. Where do you want to start?
Great. I want to start with the rush plaques. I hope you got them packed up.
Okay, if you can jump on the topic first, then we can do the trolling thing. Come on, man.
This is not trolling, but okay, we'll get on the topic.
Come on.
Reparations for the people in San Francisco, correct?
Yeah.
I think it's been long overdue. I think with the Puerto Ricans being a welfare state, and I'm kind of hating because I'm a Dominican. I think my black brothers deserve it. I've seen, especially going up down here in South Florida, them get berated.
Okay.
I think even the money that's been allocated to Puerto Rico should be refunded to native blacks. And even I'll go as far as this may be a reach or a stretch. I think even Native Americans should divvy up the pie, contribute.
They had slaves.
Even though
they had slaves.
ADOS slaves.
Native Americans. They had slaves. Yes.
But black slaves, white slaves, or the Chinese.
You tell me. You're Dominican. Who did they enslave?
That I haven't dug that deep in the research, but
okay.
I think I've touched upon that enough. I think we should talk about the Rush Moving Pictures 20th anniversary that you're still
send me an email.
In debt to me.
Send me an email. Good to hear from you, man. Salute. Hey, do you want to chime? Hang on. Do you want to chime? Hang on. Do you want to chime in on the? Those were Dominican kids uptown Manhattan. Did you see them? They jumped to. Was that kid Dominican who they jumped? Do you know in New York City, the autistic child?
If he was, he probably deserved it.
Oh, okay, get him out of here. Yeah, see, we're having a good conversation. Nobody deserved that. Jesus. Hi, Cherie. I got your donation. Thank you very much, dear. Okay. She said I enjoy the show. Thank you so much. Hey, 904, thank you for your patience. Is this Wallace?
Yes, sir. It's good. It's good, Benny. What's going on with you?
Hey, man. Thank you.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you for being patient. What do you want to chime in, man? The San Francisco reparations proposal. What say you?
I say, open the bank. Open the bank. I hear people saying that they want to reject it. I've seen the NAACP that they don't think we should do it. They say they want to build a culture exhibit or something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, it's the first time in the history of life, the history of racism, they actually propose something that's tangible, and you want to reject it? Yo, get the old geezers from that. I'm about to curse. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the NAACP need to expand it. They need to be. They need the power to go away from them. They too old. They're not up with modern times.
Mm-hmm.
Who is running the NAACP? They corrupt. It don't make no sense. Listen, open the bank. I don't care how you allocate it. If it's $5 million and you do overtime for per person, you want to cut the debt, the taxes. I don't care how you do it. I'm tired of statues, street change names, school change names, all these things that you do. Oh, that's free. No, give me my money.
Right.
I'm 33 years old. I got my own business, and you know what I need for business? I need capital.
Right.
I got all the experience. I got all the knowledge. I need capital to expand, and it's so hard to get capital.
Yeah.
If we got $5 million in San Francisco, and y'all trying to reject it, what are y'all talking about? If it goes in San Francisco, where it wasn't that much slaves like that, it's gonna come down to Florida. It's gonna come to New York. It's gonna come to a place where it really was going down at. So why are you rejecting it?
Now, hang on a second. Let me jump in for those who don't know, because I didn't pull their official letter. For those who don't know, yes, the NAACP did, or they're trying to steer the money in a different direction. You know, that organization, I'm not going to kick dirt upon them right now, but I'm sure they've got consultants and they want to be a part of how and where the money is allocated. I don't want them involved at all. Let me just say that early, but go ahead.
At all.
Go ahead.
I'm with you with that. I think they're corrupted. They're still living. If not corrupted, they still living in the times of turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
We passed all that. Yo, it's time we get our money. We done everything else. We got law changes. We got integration. Everything we done got besides money. It's time for the money. We got the knowledge now. Give us the money. We got some people who idiots and ain't gonna do the right thing with it. Listen, give me my money. I guarantee I'll be a millionaire in a year. Let's stop playing with me. It's time. You feel me, Star?
Yeah. I hear you loud and clear.
I'm just tired of it.
Right.
They do everything. Yo, Star, listen to me. They do everything but give us the money.
Come on.
They want to change the name of schools. They want to give you all kind of this like cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, where's the money at?
Yeah.
Give me the money.
They want to keep black people in the dark. Come to us. We'll figure it out. It's going to take some time. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's time, yo. It's time. And like I said, NWC, all the old leaders, it's time for them to die off. It's time. That old thinking, not respectfully. I respect Martin Luther King and all that. It's a new time. It's a new day.
Right.
You feel me? We need economic stimulation. It's not about the social aspect no more. That's been done. That's happened. It's time for economic stimulation and growth, and that's how we build our power. Yeah. We own 0.5% of the country all the years later after slavery. Come on now.
If I can just champion what you're saying, hang on a second. I like him as an actor, but did you see Danny Glover? It must have been, was it 4 or 5 years ago? He went to D.C. talking about reparations, and he was just stumbling and fumbling. Sounded like he had a mouthful of marbles. And I said, why is this old nigga talking about reparations? It pissed me off. I mean, they should, as you just said, have economists or other people. Never mind the actors and the athletes. Did you see Danny Glover years ago? It was less than 5 years ago, I think. Right before the pandemic.
I didn't see that. What are you saying? Was he against it, you saying?
No, he was trying to, in his way, be a voice, and it just, he's an actor.
Yeah,
He was stumbling and fumbling.
Nah, if you can't speak on it, don't speak on it. If you can't speak on it, don't speak on it.
Yeah.
What I do know is that I'm 33 years old and I've seen everything change, but they do everything but give us money.
Right,
That's
right.
it.
Yeah.
And I know that the voting for Democrat or whatever. I don't care who I vote for. I'm voting for black people. I don't care if you're Democrat, if you're Republican or whatever. I don't care. It's a trade off.
Yeah.
It's a trade off. What you doing for me, I give you my vote. If you ain't doing nothing for me, I ain't voting for you at all.
Right.
You feel me? And we just vote the same party every year. It's stupidity for 70 years now.
I never vote Democrat.
Yeah.
For the record, I never vote Democrat. But yeah, folks.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I don't see a change. I see natural progression, but I haven't seen change through what they've done.
Yeah.
It's natural progression.
Right.
It ain't been nothing that's been radical that they've done to change that. I changed our situations. You feel me? And people just go with the same thing. It's like what's his name? Baldwin. I forgot his name. Some Baldwin. He said I'm paraphrasing. But he said to be a black man in America that had to be relatively conscious. It had you frustrated all the time.
James Baldwin.
I'm paraphrasing, but James Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true. I wake up every day aggravated with the dumb shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Watch the language. You're doing good. You're doing good.
I just want to say the fuck it.
Go ahead.
Before I go, I just want to say, Frank stand to the NAACP.
Ooh.
Like, to all the old geezers and everybody with this old thinking that we're just trying to get along with the white folk and all this. Nah, it's time to get our money and boss up. Now, the idiots who get the money and do the wrong thing, that's on y'all. That's not on me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let's go, Star.
Thank you,
me?
man. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Okay, thank you. Good call. Folks, if you're not up to speed, where's my source here? I just printed this out. The San Francisco chapter of the NAACP rejected the potential measure, arguing reparations should be dispersed via investments and opportunities for the black community, not direct cash payments. Now, of course, I'm sure they want to be on some type of board that receives the money and then points it into a certain direction, and they would get a fee. Hustling, scamming. Paul Picasso got your donation via Cash App. Star, Ukraine refugees come from the war. Hold on a second. And get everything free, yet black people still scrapping for seafood. Ooh, seafood broil bags. And Papa Do's dumpsters. Damn. That's a whole fact. T, I got you donations. Niggas will be running the streets in Oakland with Armani jeans, Gucci slides, Balenciaga mask, and Dracos with extended clips in Louis Vuitton holsters. Uh-oh. Big Eye Key going hard in the paint. Hold on a second. This is going to take a little time. Big Eye Key says, people mad at FBA getting reparations, ? Just say... you know your place amongst your white masters. Never heard this dust kicked up for white skins, okay? He also says, and please do not white trash or effing immigrant telling FBAs what they need to do. And please do not be white trash or effing immigrants, telling FBAs what they need to do. You failed, so you can't tell us ish about a win. LOL, F out of here, okay? He then says, I don't want to hear nothing but a check or a ton of land. I don't want no more HBCUs, okay? Foot massages, apologies. Just cut the check or deed. Very good point again, Big Eye Key. Folks, I went on a California road trip, if you don't know, back in November. From Atlanta, I took the Amtrak 4 days out to Seattle, went all through North Dakota, Montana, places like that. And there is so much available land, raw land. I was even thinking about buying some raw land in North Dakota, but the winters are brutal. If I were 25 years younger, I would definitely do it. But very good point, Big Eye Key. Give up some deeds. T also says niggas. Okay, I read that one. Pardon me, T. Thank you. Okay. Back to the phone lines. Hold on a second. 214, are you there? Can you hear me? 214, we're having a good discussion about the San Francisco reparations proposal.
Hey.
Hey.
Good evening, Star. How are you doing? Thank you.
Hey, man.
Thank you from the BX. Thank you, Big Head.
Hey, what up, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
Hey, man, I just wanted to chime in a little bit.
Please.
The guy that called in a couple of minutes earlier.
Which one?
About peeling off, I guess, some of the aid that goes to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Hey, I say peel off some of the aid that goes to other countries, particularly countries like Nigeria, who receive over $1 billion annually in aid. Peel it off. Those are your former slave trade partners anyway. Peel off some of that. The money is there, So I don't understand, why the reparations, which is a debt that's owed, is such a big deal and a hard pill to swallow for so many people when you can easily research how much money other countries get in aid. I don't get it.
Now, Spanky, you're Puerto Rican from the Bronx, if I remember correctly, yes?
No, I'm Adolf. I actually have a Spanish name, but I'm Adolf.
Okay.
Through and through.
But now you moved out of the BX years ago. You're living good, if I remember correctly, out in Jersey somewhere. You swimming pool.
I moved to Jersey.
Spanky, swimming pool.
I moved to Jersey.
You got the new Benz Pirelli tires. I remember.
No.
I remember.
No, I got no Benz.
Okay. I won't blow up the spot.
Listen, I am middle class. I am middle class. I'm part of when you look at your analytics,
right.
I'm educated. I would classify myself salary wise as the lower end of reaching into the upper middle class.
Okay.
Category.
Okay.
But and I've worked hard all my life, and I've been a working man all my life, and I just look at the fact that when you factor in slavery, you factor in Jim Crow, you factor in convict leasing, you factor in black code laws, the prison industrial complex, all those things. All of those things were done to either peel off wealth or restrict wealth. I forget the exact name of the Land Act. Look at all of the free land that white people received out in the Midwest and the West for free.
Right.
When all these other groups, they receive something literally for free without even earning it. But this particular group, it just seems it bugs a lot of people. For this group to get reciprocity. I mean, it's repair. There was damage that was done, and we were targeted. What about like I said, the generational wealth
and the damage is still lingering. It's lingering, and we all sadly look down upon the disenfranchised, whatever color they may be or lack thereof.
Right.
We all say, look at these animals, these maggots, these savages.
Right.
But do we really want some things to be corrected? And that generational wealth it's a head start that was given to people here in America. So even if, and I want you to finish up, even if nobody was alive alive now that was back in slavery, there has to be some effort to at least help people get on their feet, so to speak. Go ahead and finish up. Go ahead.
Right. Well, listen, when you look at that generational wealth, you have to look at things. When you look at, say, something like cotton, my brother was recently a correction officer down in Texas. I had no idea that the United States still supplies like 50% of the world's cotton. And a lot of that is done via prison labor. That legacy is still there. That exploitation of free labor, which is why we're funneled towards prison to begin with, for cheap labor, and then not even being calculated in the GDP. All of that goes towards extraction of wealth, and like I said, it goes down. It's you hand down legacy, you hand down wealth, you also hand down poverty.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to hear from you, man.
Great stars, though.
And listen, I had it wrong. You don't have the Benz with the Pirelli tires. You've got that BMW with the Continental tires, right?
I drive a Volkswagen.
Yeah. Okay. Good to talk to you, Spanky. Good to talk to you.
Great show. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he's got the Continental Extreme tires on that BMW. Low Prestige got your donation. Oh, I was hoping nobody would ask me about this. Oh, God. Why'd you do it? Low Prestige. Star, are you hating on Cameron and Mace's new sports show on YouTube? Come and talk to me. Question mark. Is that why Jim Jones feels a way on that Hitmaker song? Well, the show technically is called It Is What It Is. Yes, Troll Babies? I watched 2 episodes and just... Let's go left for a second. Low Prestige sent in a donation. Anybody see the show with Cameron and Mace and Betha, a.k.a. Murder Mace? Objectively speaking, it's good to see them together. Old friends, they had tension and they didn't speak for years and years and years. It's good to see them smiling and laughing. Right, Troll Babies? However, I don't know. It's Mace. Mace is the weak link. Who saw his outfit? The recent outfit. He's got the scarf, tied as if he's, a late night. I don't know. He was once the flyest, jiggiest guy out of Harlem. Yes, no, Troll Babies? We all put on weight as we get older, Some of us work out. We go to the gym. I'm banging Pharmasus 300 and work, always trying to keep the upper body right. Mace looks pregnant. He looks pregnant. And he needs to... Is he growing locks, Troll Babies? If he's growing locks, I'll fall back. He didn't have a shape up. His line looked crazy. And I said, whoa. Can somebody call in, please? Maybe he's growing locks and I'm just, I didn't catch it. It's like he's not dressing right. Now, Killer, on the other hand, that nigga's stunting. The plaid suit, the tie, and the teeth. Oh, he got the veneers. He closed the gap up. You guys up to speed? I stay watching these Harlem niggas. There's another Harlem nigga. I don't want to spit his name just yet, but I'm watching him. You know what? I might just say his name. There's another nigga up in Harlem. He's on the come up. Now he's a younger guy. He's got swag. He's got that smile, the glow on his skin. Looks like he exfoliates. Harlem Legend TV, I'm watching you. You guys know who Harlem Legend TV is? He's next. Hang on a second. Area code 213, sit tight, 213, sit tight. Mace needs to hire Harlem Legend TV to be his stylist. You guys up to speed? The hater misses nothing. He's got all the exclusive prototypes behind him, Anyway, so with regards to your question, yes, I'm up to speed on Cameron and Mace. I think it would be a better show if Cameron brought in Harlem Legend TV and just said, Mace, hey, man, it's been real. Love you, my nigga. It's time to go. John Flowers got your donation. John says, best show on YouTube. Okay, thank you, John. Do you want to call in, John? Tonight's a good night, man. You can always call in. If not, I got your showrunner coming up shortly. Frank White, I see you. Thank you for the donation, Frank. Gilbert got your donation. Okay, you're from San Francisco. Okay, thank you, Gilbert. Okay. Blade says, salute to FBA/ADOS. Get that money. If they have billions to give to Ukraine and Israel, then they can pay reparations to Black Americans. At least the money will stay in the American economy. Okay. Thank you, Blade. Area code 213. Good evening. Talking about the San Francisco reparations proposal. Are you there? 213. If not, I have to go. Are you there? Okay, gotta go. You're doing too much. I tried. 336, I think I dropped your call out earlier. Thank you for calling back. Are you ready?
Yeah.
336.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up? We talking about reparations or?
No,
I saw the
we're talking about Cameron and Mace, the new show, and no, I'm playing, guys.
Nah, man. I've seen the video of the teen with autism getting dragged.
Ooh.
That was fucked up.
Yeah. Sir, you gotta watch the language tonight, please. Please watch the language.
My bad.
Come on.
Yeah, but you seen how she led him to that and he didn't do nothing wrong. It was just a woman that started the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Are you from the Washington Heights area? Who am I talking to?
No. I'm from a lot of places, but I'm calling from North Carolina.
Okay. Yeah, the video is pretty hard to watch. However, I lived in Washington Heights for well over a decade, and I know how they move up there. And let me say what did not happen. To my knowledge, the young man was not stabbed or shot. He may have been initiated into a gang. That may have been an initiation. You're laughing. I'm as serious as colon cancer.
What you mean? What gang? Autistic gang.
What's that?
That's how they get down in the autism community.
Well, but that's what we're hearing. He was autistic, and if he is, hey, we're all sympathetic to that. But I'm talking about those Dominicans up there. I went to school with them.
Oh, they was Dominican?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely an initiation, you feel me?
Okay.
Just like how Jamaican...
Folks, that's that powder. Give me a second. That's that powder.
Throwing women around.
Okay. Okay. Is that your friend, your buddy in the background? What's he saying?
I don't know. He Mexican. You can ask him.
Okay.
So he got some Dominican friends.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, man. What up, man? What up? Okay, listen, man. You guys drive safe, man. What are you on right now? You're on something. I hear it. What are you on?
What I'm on? I've been drinking some Modelo Cheladas, and
sound like you're on a Perk 30 or a Perk 10. Which one? You're on a Perky.
Oh, hell no.
Percolator. I'm on that percolator.
Right. You're on a percolator. Yeah. A 10 or a 30? Which one? Keep it real.
30.
Yeah.
30, my boy. 30.
Yeah. Don't drive. Let your friend drive. You just sit in the passenger seat, all right? Thanks for calling, guys. Salute.
Facts.
Okay.
Tell me about to hit 100 for you.
Okay. Take it easy. Be safe, okay? Percolator. Guys, on the screen, one of my sponsors, www.tps-academy.com. Please tell them I sent you, okay? And let me do some more promotion on blackbodyworks.com, www.blackbodyworks.com, okay? Who sent it a donation here? Young Kobe got your donation. Star, the security guard from MSG want you to come back to the garden so they can, what? Listen, take it easy. That email was legit. He even sent me a couple of pictures of him and, just at the garden. I can go back and watch a Knicks game, I'm going to holler at the homie CP from Knicks Fan TV. I can get some courtside seats. I have sat courtside at a good amount of Knicks games. Yes, I have. Lex Diamond's got your donation. Salute, fam. I got a white coat, but I want yours. Oh, yeah. You're a hood nigga, Lex Diamonds. That's how hood niggas think. Yo, nah. I want the one you got. Is it Man Coffee? Thank you for your donation. I think I picked up. Yes, we spoke. 336. We did. Wait a minute. Randy, is that you? Randy, 209.
Hello, am I speaking to Ali Kwan?
Randy, I need you. So you're up to speed, yes? You're from Washington Heights. You're out in the West Coast now.
Yeah, with reparations, right?
No. Let's talk about and be sensitive. The teen, they're saying he's autistic. He got jumped. Did you see that on the subway?
Yes.
That's your old stomping grounds.
In New York, they jumped him in New York, right?
Yeah. Washington Heights, your old stomping ground.
My sister told me about this, but I told her due to ignorance, they might have not known he was autistic, and she told me I shouldn't give people that pass because 100% people were informed that did that because they went to school with him.
Right.
But New York savagery knows no bounds and knows no means. People in New York will violate you and your mother. Like, people will spit on your grandma if they feel they need to take it there.
Right.
That is why people criticize me for getting out of Dodge. I know how gully my city is. And I know how sometimes you just have to have that demon in you, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, you could walk the streets and get clapped while you just trying to stop at the bus stop because someone don't like your outfit, someone's hating on you.
Right.
You could get snuffed out right in front of your girl because the nigga just ain't feeling how happy you are, and he wants to make an example that you fooling the streets.
Right.
Back in the days.
Now, hang on a second, Randy. I need you. Hang on, Randy. Hang on. Slow down. So I need you here because they were young Dominicans, from what I could see, and I'm not sure if the young, and you're Dominican yourself. I'm not sure if the kid, the young man who was jumped, was he Dominican? Do you know? I can't get a clear answer.
Probably, you know. We usually do it to our own. I'll speculate and say, you know. I'll speculate and say, They probably...
Was this a gang initiation, Randy? Because, you know, I lived uptown for years on Riverside Drive.
I won't give it that pass. I won't give it that. I don't think it'll be a gang affiliation. I think it could have been as simple as they probably didn't like that he was a young savant, you know. Most autistic kids, they don't like loud noises. They don't like being around groups. They don't like being touched. Mm-hmm. So I know and deal with, you know. So I will understand that no way this young man took any part in getting jumped and he was a target of violence.
Gotcha.
I 100% could stand on that.
Okay.
Because niggas be wildin', bro. That's why when I used to go to school and I'll deal with these little ratchet kids in the Bronx, I will look up and I'll be very antsy. Like, yo, I might have to knock out someone right now just for getting on me. These niggas might be trying to snatch my phone out my pocket. They're very reckless.
I got to ask you a question, Randy. Yeah. Were you a part of the Trinitario gang when you lived in Washington Heights?
Patria? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Patria? Patria? All I know is that in some, man, I got a lot of friends, you know, and they like to do what they like to do. I wouldn't say nor deny anything. I wouldn't say that those might be the people that can we talk about reparations?
No. Let's talk about the Trinitarios.
All I know is
founded in 1990. Was it 1990 or 89? I forget. I wasn't living there then.
Yeah, it was a crazy time, and we are seeing times just like that, man. I got a friend back home that just caught that was wanted. You know, it could have been part of some gang stuff. I wouldn't say a word.
Randy, you're wanted. Yes, yeah, you wanted.
I mean, I don't know. By the streets, I wouldn't say I'm wanted by any people of importance. This isn't projects.
I don't wish this upon you, but if and when they catch up with you, they're going to split your wig. Yes,
that's a big if.
If.
So, I mean, you know, I'm no stranger to danger in that scenario right now. I know.
They're going to peel your cap.
And what I have to.
They're going to peel
what
your
I
cap.
have to live with, man. That's my decision, Star, and I choose to stay out here out west. Stay up.
All right. So, man, reparations. Do you think black people deserve it? Well, you know what? They do deserve it. We're more so talking about.
They deserve it, Star. Come on,
solutions.
That's the white side
of course.
Of you asking that.
No.
That's your white side.
I've already said they deserve it. I'm just not sure how it should be allocated. I'm kind of 50-50, but
I think it should start in the South.
Okay.
But they won't do that. That's where most of those people will reside at this point, even though a lot of, people have been affected through it generationally. I don't think San Francisco has the budget to do what they're saying. I think that right now they're just trolling because if they wanted to do what they were saying, they would have started with the basics, the educational part of that bill. They will give free education. They'll give kids that have been wronged and arrested right now, they'll get them out of prison and get them a job and a scholarship somewhere.
Good point.
They should give that seat that Becky got for that scholarship to, the local black kids that's SBA. They should start there. They should help the people affected by poverty and food stamps and are dependent of the government, and do something to put them in position where they can succeed. Because what's generational wealth without the knowledge of knowing that money is a tool?
Good
if
for you.
You spend it,
Good for you. Okay.
Buy stocks in BMW and stuff like that, but
that's not going to happen. But listen, man, hey,
teach them how to use it.
Randy, thank you for tapping in, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Patria.
Okay. For those who don't know, that's Randy from Washington Heights. Folks, if you follow me on Instagram, as I said earlier, I had a good day today. I picked up those 177 mini DV tapes that I had digitized onto an external hard drive. And I'm going to comb through that stuff. You know what? I started watching one of the clips today because I just wanted to check the quality of what they transferred from the tapes onto the external hard drive. And Trina, I interviewed Trina, and the quality is crystal clear, high definition. And she looked great. We were laughing. And did Foxy Brown get jumped in Florida? Because I didn't play the whole tape, but we were talking about something. Was it either 2005? Foxy Brown used to stay into trouble all the time. And she touched on it, but she didn't dog her. I've got some great footage. I've got me and DJ Premier. Good guy, great guy, DJ Premier. We were talking about some stuff. Was it Jackie O? Was that who it was? I forget. I'll go back and listen to it. Anyway, Low Prestige, thank you for your donation. Okay. 213, sit. It's too loud. I can't do that. Please don't call in with noise in the background. I cannot do that. 513, sit tight. I'm coming to you next. 513. Guys, on the screen, please take notice to www.theblackAgendamovement.com. That is a convention coming up in April. Michi X is behind that, and she will have solutions with regards to reparations and other things. And you can find more information about that in my community section, okay? www.theblackAgendamovement.com, okay? 513, good evening. Are you there? 513, late night show?
Yeah. I'm here.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Star?
How are you, man?
This is Chris from Cincinnati, man. I called in a couple times, long time supporter.
Okay, thank you.
And I just want to say, first of all, respect to the moist back that just called and tried to speak on what black people need to do as far as reparations. First of all, mind your effing business.
Well, sir, can you not hurl insults? We're having a great discussion tonight. There's no need for that. We're talking about solutions.
I'm not gonna go too hard. My bad.
Man. Go ahead. Continue.
But what I'm saying is, he's talking. He's pressing the same narrative that he's read on social media, where they're talking about giving out degrees and letting people go to school for free. Everybody ain't smart enough to go to school.
Okay.
Some people are stupid, respectfully.
Okay.
So what? Because he's a dumbass. You're not allowed to receive your reparations. We need to spread this shit out in a different way.
Sir, you're doing good, but you have to watch that language tonight. Please.
What I will do.
Sir, please watch the language.
What I'm saying.
Language.
I will do.
Go ahead.
And what I'm saying, okay, maybe they could call Kevin Lyles and start giving out record deals. I mean, respectfully, if you're talking about reparations, we got to talk about things that we can use.
Okay.
So maybe the land was a good idea, but at the same time, like I said, record deals, not no 360s. Give out, something that, are we talking about the youth? The drill music guys, they might need that.
What would you say to handing over some of the corporations? Give black people control of, Procter and Gamble, Kellogg's, Walmart.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I
Cheerios.
So P&G, General Electric, that's all out here. Or maybe giving internships in certain jobs to where people can get some money.
Okay.
Like you can't just offer me a piece of land where I won't be able to pay the taxes on anyway because I'm already.
Good point. Good point.
I'm starting from the bottom, so.
How about tax-free land? This is my land. I don't pay no taxes. You got Native Americans. They ain't pay no taxes for the most part.
Right, and that's a very good point.
Huh.
The same way with Native Americans. They gave them control over casinos and whatnot. Just give us something that we can generate money from immediately.
Yeah. I don't know about now, but for decades, centuries, if you will, there was no written law that said we had to pay taxes. Do you know that? There have been many people that sued the government, say, well, show me the law that says I have to pay your taxes. You know that?
I mean, it's the same thing as far as with the one guys that say, I need the right to travel. When they get pulled over and then, they try to maybe make it so the African American doesn't need to go and get a license.
Okay.
Or maybe not need insurance. Something. I mean, give us something something that hinders us the most. They want to give us something that just sound good. we'll give you $100,000. Most people that have never had $100,000 don't know that it's only going to be $50,000 when you get it.
How about we legalize all drugs and prostitution and give out the money?
I mean, they already did it in what, like?
And the life you save will be your own.
Seattle or whatever, where crack is legal. Like, they've already done it.
Portland. Oh, in Portland, hard drugs are illegal. Last I checked. Is it Portland? Let me just Google that. Go ahead, sir.
Exactly.
It's not working either.
Okay.
Not
well,
working
I'm not going to say legalize fentanyl, but I will say you spend more money on Narcan than you do on the drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's measure 110 in Oregon. Decriminalize the possession.
I'll tell you what they should do.
For personal use.
They should give us a stock in fentanyl. Or give us a stock in Narcan. If Narcan is saving all these Yankees from dying, let me get a stock in that, because black people ain't dying from heroin no more.
Okay.
That was the 70s.
All right. Sir, I thank you for your call. I got to slide off. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. You see, folks, I'll let you talk. I'll let you give you the last word as well. In November 2020, Oregon voters passed Measure 110, which decriminalized the possession for personal use of small amounts of all drugs, including cocaine, heroin, LSD, oxycodone. Oregon is the only U.S. state to have implemented this policy. It looks like hell, though. I was there in November, drove through there on my California road trip, as many of you know. And do you remember I didn't spend the night there? It was raining. I pulled the RV over. I went live and I was parked right next to some mall, whatever that mall is, some popular mall. It's less than 3 miles away from the center where the Trailblazers play. Hold on a second. Yeah. Let me go to Cash App, guys. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark. I want to continue the conversation if you guys want to. Blade, I got your donation. Thank you. Okay, are you calling in? Machine Mafia, got your donation. Thank you so much. Machine Mafia. I think you sent me an email. Someone gave me an email. That name looks familiar earlier. Okay, Blade says that case on the subway made me understand why back in the day, Star was on the subway train loudly saying, okay, easy. Okay, that's all alleged, Blade, but thank you, man. Thank you. Okay. Keith, got your donation. Thank you for your support, sir. Keith tapping in. Big J, reparations first for the booty bandit capital. Shaking my head. Okay, he's talking about San Francisco. What do you think would happen if they gave reparations to people in Atlanta? Oh, I'm out of here in July anyway, in case you never heard me say it. Yeah, it's either going to be New York or Seattle in July. But what do you think if they gave reparations to people in Atlanta? Hey, Janet, got your donation. Oh, your email, pardon me. Are you calling in, Janet? Are you okay? You sent me an email. I'm not going to say what that's about, but are you okay, Janet? You had a quagmire of sorts. I couldn't read your whole email, but are you okay? Okay, she sends me an email. Thank you, Janet. I can't read this right now. Ukraine refugees in the U.S. will receive a pension and health insurance. Yeah. Okay, Blake, you sent me another email. Thank you. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, good to hear from you, sir. Hey, 512, you're my next caller. I'm then going to take a break. Are you there? You ready? 512, good evening. Yes.
I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you for tapping in. Where do you want to start?
All right. Appreciate it. So thank you for taking the call because I got a lot to say on this topic.
Let's go.
As far as the reparations go, first off, I think there's a caveat that has to be taken into consideration there. So first off, we got to figure out who amongst black people will receive reparations. As black people, we have a lot of people that consider themselves to be black people when we're talking about reparations. But when we're talking about the negative things about black people, they're real quick to say, oh, I'm not black.
Right.
I'm Jamaican.
Yeah.
I'm Haitian. I'm African, whatever the case is. So first and foremost, when we speak about who, I don't think it needs to be should Southern black people receive more reparations than up north. I think it's indigenous African Americans as a whole in America needs to receive reparations. As far as what we need to receive, no disrespect to the brother that called in previous that said something about record deals for reparations.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And no disrespect to him, but if we talk about one of the most deadliest things to our people, that is by far hip hop. And I'm a hip hop fan.
Oh, Jesus.
But if we look at this young generation and what they're doing, how they conduct themselves, it's crazy to me being born in 91. I never would have thought that it would be cool to be a drug addict. Hip hop made that happen. Hip hop did a lot of things prior to that, but it's not that no more. So we got to call a spade a spade. So first and foremost, them two things are something I had to say. As far
hang on a second, sir. You said you have a lot to say. Let's have a conversation here. You're blaming hip hop for the heroin epidemic in the 60s and the 70s. You're blaming hip hop for the crack era when rappers didn't have the power to bring in pounds and kilos of cocaine and arms during the Reagan administration. You're blaming all that on hip hop?
Absolutely not. I'm blaming the state of the mindset of the youth of today on hip hop. There are a lot of things that occurred before hip hop that had absolutely nothing to do with hip hop. If we talk about the cocaine and heroin epidemic, that stuff like that's directly linked to the CIA, and that's a whole nother conversation that goes on.
Well, let's have that conversation because hang on. Let me take a turn. Let's have that conversation because you came directly at hip hop, and then you said I'm a hip hop fan. Now, I'm not sure how old you are, but do you blame heavy metal music, which I was a big supporter of heavy metal music? Do you blame heavy metal music for devil worshiping?
So it wasn't that I came directly at hip hop. It was the brother previous. His main thing was saying,
sir, never mind him.
For reparations,
sir, never mind him. You came at hip hop. You did, sir. So let me ask you.
That was a response to what he was saying.
Okay.
With give out record deals for reparations.
Okay.
So that's what that was.
Well,
for.
never mind
as
him.
Far as
hang on. Let's take it one step at a time. Never mind him. Do you blame hip hop for the conditions of young black people today? You blaming hip hop for that?
Definitely, hands down, for where we are right now. I'm not saying there aren't other things that haven't contributed to it along the way.
Right.
I'm saying right now, the world raises your children. Hip hop is one of the most popular things, and the mentality that the image that it puts out there to our youth comes directly from hip hop, and it comes from individuals that come from a broken home and things like that, and they're just trying to make it. And they're giving you what they know, and what they know might not necessarily be good. You have a lot of young people digesting a fruit that's bad to their health, and that's just where it begins. There's a reason why I'm from Texas, right?
Okay.
People in Texas drink lean, right? AKA synthetic heroin. That's all it is, right? But it was hip hop that made it cool. See, no one. There was once upon a time, no one outside.
I don't agree, but I'm letting you speak. I don't agree, but I'm letting you speak. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, and from my perspective, growing up, when I grew up and going different places and meeting people from different places, other people were not, it wasn't something that they knew about. They didn't know anything about drinking lean and sipping slow. None of this kind of stuff. They didn't know anything about that. But as it caught on and it became more and more popular and whatnot, then you see it more and more in the music, and then it starts to become part of the culture. Now it's a normal thing where you can go to New York and they sipping lean. Hell, you can go to Europe and they drinking it. You know?
Right, so hang on a second. So let's go back because I asked you a question and I didn't get an answer. Heavy metal, thrash metal, speed metal. I was into all that stuff. Do you blame that genre for devil worshiping and killing women?
So to directly answer that question, I blame that genre was a genre that brought a lot of that kind of stuff to the light, right? So I can blame it for turning certain things into being cool. There was a lot of things that came as a result to that genre of music. You have the emo wave that caught on and all that.
So let's talk about. Hang on. Let's talk about devil worshiping first. Did heavy metal music, get the minds of young people devil worshiping? Aleister Crowley and the Anton LaVey and the Satanic Bible.
So as far as devil worshiping, people did devil worshiping prior to that.
That's right.
But that doesn't mean that you can't look at a genre of music, and if a genre of music made something popular, you can definitely put it on that genre of music. Now you can go deeper and
say so.
Well, do we blame the music or do we blame the executives? Do we blame the A&R people because it's selling, and of course they're going to pump it out the more it's selling? You can go deeper like that. But once again, my battle was not with hip hop because we were talking about reparations. That was just my response to the brother that had said what he said as far as that's one of the things we should get.
But as you know, I like to let people speak even if I don't agree with you, and I don't agree with you. But go ahead and finish up. You were on hold, and then I want to take a break. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, got you. So to me, the main things that we should receive for reparations, a lot of us don't know anything about things like generational wealth and whatnot. Fast money spends even faster. A lot of us going to get that check and ruin it. So I don't think we should just get a check because I think that'd be crazy. I do think we should receive free health care. I don't think black people should pay for health care. All modern advances with anything health related come directly from experiments on black people. It don't matter if we're talking about the cells that they use to create any type of antibodies or anything like that, or surgery. These were experiments done on black people that they used to create this free health care. Free college. I understand the brother said that a lot of us aren't smart. I don't disagree on that. But there are other things that you can do. The college may not be for them. It can be for the generation. It can be for their children.
Gotcha. Listen, so I hate to cut you short. I have to run. I gave you the last word. You good? I gave you the last word.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that wasn't all the things that were needed, but for the most part, yeah.
Thank you, man. Salute. Thank you. Okay, back in the building. Star Report. We're having a discussion, a very good discussion, I might add, in reference to the San Francisco proposal for reparations, $5 million per person if they're eligible. Okay, this is a controversial draft. It's only a draft, has not been passed, okay? And a lot of people, a good amount of people are not feeling this, Is it just hatred for black people? Is it because they have other solutions, Salute to you guys who have been calling in. Have you noticed we have not beat up on other cultures? Did you notice that? I mean, of course, we shine a little light on, Puerto Rico. Shine a little light on them, and rightfully so. But reparations, for the most part, it's a proposal in San Francisco. I'm not fully up to speed on where it's at right now, but I am in favor of reparations. I'm still on the fence. Money or something other than that. If they're giving out a bag, I'm moving to San Francisco. Let me say that. AB got your donation. AB says, Star, I'm Dominican, and I want my reparations too. Okay, if you say so. Hold on a second. The kid jumped. Okay, someone is saying, Star, the kid that was jumped was black, not Dominican? Okay, are we sure he was, quote unquote, black, African American? All I could read from the sources I was pulling was that he was, autistic. Now, this was such a long time ago, I hate to go back, but I went to George Washington High School. Is that school still open? It was all Dominicans. I was perpetrating the fraud, because I'm not Dominican, but I was claiming to be Dominican. Hold on a second. 191st Street. George Washington High School. There was very few black kids in that school. It was all the ball busters and other, Dominican, Cuban, Colombian gangs. There it is. It's still open. Holy smokes. When was that? Hold on a second. Okay, thank you, Deeds. They said they were calling the kid the N-word. Oh, okay, well, they call each other the N-words. It's all of those Hispanics, Dominicans, Cubans, Colombians, uptown Manhattan. Everybody's the N-word. Everybody's the N-word. And I'm not trying to be funny, but he wasn't shot or stabbed. They beat on him, but they did not stab him up there. They're known for poking people, Let me go to area code 973. Good evening. The San Francisco reparations proposal is what we're talking about. Are you there?
Cuz, what's up, man? It's Darrix.
Darrix, what's up, man? Good to hear from you.
Can you hear me?
It's cracking, man. Good to hear from you.
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, cuz. God forbid.
Darrix, you got to watch the language. Let me say that early. Got to watch the language, all right?
No. I was actually about to go to bed, but then I caught the tail end of what you guys were talking about. And it's hilarious for me how anytime FBAs are getting money, you know what I'm saying? You can give Jewish people money, Indians with the feathers money, Asians with the money. Oh, Kamala Harris said, I ain't doing nothing specific for a group.
Right.
Right? But, the Asians got a bill passed, in a week? You know what I'm saying? You can't even look at an Asian. And Asians are like, you don't know who's an Asian. And you know what I mean? And you can just look at them, and it's a hate crime. Mm-hmm. But the first time it's not black and brown or black and gay, black and Jewish or black, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden it's like, these Negroes don't know how to manage their money, so I don't know if we should just give them money. You gave the woo-woo Indians money, mm-hmm. and they drink it up. Mm. You know what I mean? And then they went and the $5 Indians that ain't even Indian went and bought casinos.
That's a fact.
Tax-free.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
So I mean, the racism is so blatant. And like I said before, I was a racist for 10 years when I owned a business, and now I'm just a bigot. You know what I'm saying? So there is a difference.
There is a difference. There is a difference.
There is a difference.
Now, hang on. You're doing good. No profanity.
I was 14.
I appreciate this call. Now, hang on a second. Darrix, how should money be allocated if this goes through? Should it be cash payouts, land?
Cash?
What?
No, we don't need, that's cool. Give me my money.
My money.
I want my $2. That's all I want. I'll figure it out. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of moon crickets that are going to be out there, and they're going to bling it off and all that.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
Let them do it. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of black men, you look at the Pew, PW, you could look at their statistics or whatever.
Okay.
No, black men are the best fathers, first of all. They're the most conservative.
Good for you, Derek.
You know what I'm saying?
Good for you.
I'm sorry?
No, good for you. You're making sense tonight, man. I mean, as you always do, but you're level-headed. Come on.
No, I was about to go to sleep. I've been drinking, but I'm not turned up anymore. I put the dogs outside in the garage and I cleaned up their little dog area. So
Gotcha.
now it was the problem was the dogs, man. The dogs are just like, every day that the house is a mess. It's just they're two bitches. So I just put them outside and like for 2 weeks.
Well,
my life has been great.
You've got it made for that,
Huh?
man. Never mind. I'm sorry. Good. Finish up, man, because I'm going to shift gears. But good. You were saying?
Yeah. So the bottom line, and I saw them beating up on that little black kid in the subway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were Biden's immigrants. When everybody's talking about Trump, I remember I couldn't even get a ham sandwich in Jersey City because they knew ICE was coming. And they used to tell us, hey, listen, you might not be able to get a bagel today because the employees ain't going to be here.
Right.
You see the bike rack in the back of the diner, you know what they call that? Employee parking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now Biden's in. All these goddamn spics. Get the fuck out
of... I had to shut him off. Did you hear the F-bomb? Derek, thanks for calling, man. Thank you.
Take care, bro.
Yeah. See that? I knew he couldn't do it. I knew he couldn't do it. Had my finger on the button. Oh, man. Guys, I want you to go check out Devious J on YouTube. Great content. Great music. Great editing skills. Subscribe to Devious J. Tell him I sent you, okay? Let me go back to Cash App. Richard, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. He says, Star, watching Roots gave me PTSD. Run me my money. Blade, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Hang on a second. Thanks for the... Okay, now I'll read that email tomorrow. Big Aki. Whose coon is this? LMAO. You Texas niggas shaking my head. Hey, he sent in a donation. I let him speak.
I can get fly. I can get fly. I can get fly. I can get Relax your mind and let it unwind. No time for fights. Just open your eyes. Do see the light. Don't hesitate now. There's too much in front of you to take a hit now. Prepare for the worst, but prepare for the best. Cause only your mind holds the curse that you partner with it. I ain't tryna stop you from the love that guides you. I just wanna be the one to try you, mold you, make sure that you're on a good road. Little did you know I can get fly. I can get fly. I can get fly. I can get fly. fly. So don't be shy to get high. Got this green for the get by. Don't hold back on this here fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. Got a pack in the back and a seat on my left. What you wanna do, baby? You the best. Coming from the east, not the west. Southside got it written on my chest. And you know this is real love. I just wanna be the one to guide you, mold you, make sure that you're on the right road. Little did you know, I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly,
You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl. I'm back up in the street, so I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. Why you tripping, baby? You know you is like it. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the one. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Break it up. When we make it all, make it up, break it up. Break it up, then we make it up, then we. You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl. I'm back up in the street, so I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. What's the problem? What's the issue? Everything I said has been true. Love you, then he ditched you. Nobody knowing what we into. Not the cause of what you've been through. I know what you can do. Why you tripping, baby? You know you ain't like it. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the one. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Break it up. When we make it all, make it up, break it up. When we make it all, make it up.